I'm Elaine Gibson, and I am making a recording with Jeanette Palmer, who's locally known as Jean Palmer. It's the 1st of May 2007. She's going to talk about the last 50 years in Weston Turville. Jean.
I'm very happy to do this because when we came, first of all, in 1957 to move into a new house almost opposite the Chandos, to come down the Marroway into what looked like a lovely green tunnel, because the chestnut tree and the elm trees, which were still going then, formed an arch. And it was really lovely. And to be next door to a farmyard with cows at the bottom of the garden was really something. And I really don't want to live anywhere else. I've loved every minute of it. It really has been good.
The farm would be Manor Farm?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Munger was still alive in those days. And Mr. Cox, the twins, and Elizabeth must have been quite little at that time. There was also, of course, West End Farm, Brook End Farm, the farm right down Brook End called Veery's Farm, where a friend of mine lived, which is now where the bungalows are all built. What else was there? Oh, Church Farm. There were four working farms in the village at that time. And very little traffic, apart from tractors and the odd bicycle. It's so different. When we first came, I was working. When I left work after a couple of years, I got hauled into all sorts. Well, I then joined every activity, institute, association I could find. And the first of these was toddler minding at the baby clinic, which was then held in the church rooms.
This is the local authority baby?
That's right. That's run by a health visitor and a visiting GP. At that time, they used the big church rooms, and the mothers were taken upstairs for a pep talk halfway through. So, of course, they needed someone to look after the toddlers, which was me.
And can you just tell us where the church rooms are? Because some people might not know.
The church rooms are in Church Lane, next door to Scott House. They're not as they once were. They once were a big hall which was used for jumble sales, concerts, pantomimes, what have you, anything really. And also the school children who were at that time in the old school from School Lane used to go there for lunches. The clinic moved in about a year or two to the chapel hall, which was warmer and quieter and a little bit more hygienic, I think. And the mums used to sell the orange juice and the rosehip syrup, and we weighed the kids, and a good time was had by all. We enjoyed it. And from that, the Mothers' Club was formed. That was run by under the auspices of the health people, and we were supposed to have a percentage of health talks each year, which didn't go down too well, so it actually petered out after a while. Mothers' Club. It's now Monday Club, because after some years, some of the mums who then got older and their children were well at school would like somewhere to go in the evenings. I mean, we had evening classes, would you believe? We had evening classes in the chapel. We made lampshades and rush chair seats, and in the Hague Hall we did cake decorating, and I know I made a tailored coat for my small boy at that time, so we were good, it was really, and very well attended. And also the library was held in the village hall. They had folding cupboards each side of the hall, which were unlocked with the library books.
This was Hague Hall?
That's a Hague Hall, yeah. They weren't changed all that often, so we weren't as well served then as we are now. But it was something. We were self-supporting. We had a mobile butcher, a fishmonger, a baker. Down in where Middlefield now is, There was a fish and chip shop. I think what I seem to remember is a sort of a forge, blacksmith's place, something at the end, and then Mrs. Hall's Emporium, which was the newsagent who also sold anything from bootlaces to tin kettles. It was a village. It was great. It really was. And